Raygun. Judge defends breaking routine that scored 0 points at the Paris Olympics, nil point. Rachel Gunn, who performed under the name B. Raygun, scored 0 points while pulling off unique moves, including one called the Kangaroo. It was probably the most impressive display of muscular dystrophy that I have ever seen. It's amazing that she is able to move like that with that condition. But before we get started, have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Well, you could be entitled to compensation. It's still so much fun to say. But what isn't fun is dealing with recovery, getting lowballed by insurance companies and being buried under tons and tons of paperwork and appointments just to get that lowball offer in the first place. Especially when you could be entitled to compensation that could potentially be worth millions. Believe me, keeping up with the time commitments of a big case is no walk in the dog park. And the frenetic pace of my lawyers left me with very little time to get on with my life while all of that was going on. Enter Morgan and Morgan, who keep it simple from the word go. All you have to do to get started is answer a few questions, and from there you can submit your claim and keep up with your lawyers through your smartphone. Everything is done through that little magic box in your pocket, and with over 4,000 support staff available, in addition to the team of lawyers, investigators and paralegals at your disposal, support is ready 24/7, whenever any concerns you may have pop up. As America's biggest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan has recovered over $20 billion for people in all 50 US states. Sorry, old Jersey. So, you can be confident in their record of fighting to get you the best possible result if you become their client. And should the worst happen, rest assured that the fee is completely free unless they win. So, if you have been seriously injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan by clicking the link in the description box down below, or going to forthepeople.com/Count Dankula, or by scanning the QR code on the screen to start a claim. The top judge for the Paris Olympics breaking competition has defended Rachel Gunn's much ridiculed routine. Now, I don't know a thing about breakdancing. I could move better than that. I could have done so much better than that. Gun 36, who performs under the name B-Girl Raygun, has become something of an internet meme after representing Australia in breaking's Olympic debut and completing a kangaroo dance, which I have witnessed. I've already seen it photoshopped into that infamous scene in American History X. Fucking love the internet sometimes. The professor, with a PhD in cultural studies, failed to impress judges as she completed moves including raising one leg while standing and leaning back with her arms bent towards her ears. In another, while laying on her side, she reached for her toes, flipped over, and did it again. She ended up scoring 0 points in all 3 round-robin battles in Paris, but head judge Martin Gillian, known as McBillity, I have no idea what that is, has since praised the competitor for her originality and bringing something new to the table. This is only because apparently she's having a shit fit and they are closely monitoring her mental health. Now, I've got a feeling that this is done by sycophants, that she's surrounded by sycophants who watched that routine and went, oh my god, you're so good. You should go compete in the Olympics. Like, that's... Who looked at that and went, that's dead good. That's dead good, by the way. Go do that in front of billions of people. Actually, it might be friends who were just messing with her. Like, oh, bro, that comedy routine's so good, man. I know the guy that owns the stand. Like, okay, you should totally go up and do that right now. Like, that's what it feels like. Women need to be told no. She's surrounded by guys that want to fuck her. That's what it is. And all of them went, oh, man, so good, your moves, brilliant, inspiring, right? that's what's happened. And she's went, should I go on the Olympics? And the guys went, yeah, you should totally go on the Olympics. She got inspired by her surroundings. Does she work in a fucking home? Which in this case, for example, was a kangaroo, she said in a news conference. The judge said the breaking and hip hop communities definitely stand behind her. I bet they do. We have 5 criteria in the competitive judging system, and just her level was maybe not as high as the other competitors. MGbility? Migbility. There's a good Scottish clan, the McBillities. But again, that doesn't mean that she did really bad. She did her best. That's even worse. That's like an even worse thing to say. It's because you were for a fact shit, but also that was your best. Your best was dog shit. Your best was Neil Poit. She won the Oceania qualifier. Unfortunately for her, the other B girls were better. Gunn has been offered mental health support due to some of the reactions to her performance. According to Sergei Nefontov, General Secretary for the World Dance Sport Federation, he said the WDSF had been in direct contact with Gunn and Australian Olympic team officials to offer support from a safeguarding officer. We are aware about what has happened, especially on social media, and definitely we should put the safety of the athlete, in this case mental safety, in first place, he said. She has us as a federation supporting her. Gunn, around twice the age of the other competitors, said afterwards, I was never going to beat these girls on what they do best, their power moves. What I bring is creativity. You see, it's not breakdancing, you see. I was bringing my own interpretation. It's like me like entering into the ballet recitals and then I just stand there and head a bang, right? And then I'm just like, I know it's not ballet, but I was bringing my own interpretation to it. Prancing around to Swan Lake where I suplex someone through a table. What I bring is creativity. Breaking, which is not set to feature at the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028, had plenty of talking points. Lithuanian competitor Dominika Banovic, known as B-Girl Nick. That was close. That was close. Nearly. Ooh! Sky News. Sky News. Nearly got me. You nearly... Oh, you know what? I'm not even mad. Was accused of cultural appropriation for wearing a do-rag, a head covering which has its roots in head wraps worn by enslaved Africans to tie up hair for work. It became popular in the hip-hop fashion of the 1990s. Fellow breaker Maniza Talash was disqualified for wearing a cape which read Free Afghan Women. Displaying political messages is strictly banned under International Olympic Committee rules. Okay. Now, this was just funny, right? But someone should have told her the truth. Someone should have went, that's shite. That's really, really shite. You shouldn't do that in front of people. You need to practice. Now, the Asians, have you ever seen Asian dance-offs? Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's what there's a reason that phrase exists, where no matter how good you are at something, somewhere out there is a Chinese 10-year-old that's much better at it than you. There's a reason that's a phrase. Right, Asian breakdancing is stupendous. They're absolutely amazing. The stuff that they do is extraordinarily impressive. Right, but she should have at least went to like a breakdancing class or went up to someone and went, is this good to do in front of billions of people? And they should have went, no, that's dog shit. Here, we'll help you. Like that's what should have happened. However, no one told this woman the truth. Right, now, if I tell my friends jokes and I go, I think I'm going to do that joke on stage, I would want them to tell me, no, that's a shit joke. Right, but that never happened. My jokes are fucking excellent. Well, a lot of the time they go, that one might piss people off, and I'm like, no, I'm definitely going to do it. Right, but someone, this woman should have been told the truth.